Hey guys, I'm the Imperial Theory, and this is my first Star Wars video on this new channel. And today I will be talking about everything to expect in the Kenobi series. Disney and Lucasfilm has recently announced the new Kenobi series with Ewan McGregor that we will be seeing in 2021 and possibly 2022. A few years ago, I bought a book called Kenobi with a picture of Ewan McGregor on the front, located at Tatooine. At this point in time, The Force Awakens was just released, with The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker not yet released. Yet, The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker books were in stock at the bookstore. I thought to myself, if they have the 9th and 8th book, they must be coming out with the movies as well. I looked at the Kenobi book I was holding and thought, they must be making some sort of Kenobi series as well. I now regret not buying The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, but they were both too big of books for me to read. The Kenobi book was too, but I thought it was more important to have the Kenobi book. A few years later, I finally decided to read the book now in 2020. I finished the book, and on YouTube, I'm seeing these other Star Wars YouTubers talking about the new Kenobi series and how everyone is wondering if the fight with Darth Maul in Rebels ruins the fight in the Kenobi series. I hate to break it to you guys, but we might not be seeing a fight with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul in the Kenobi series. They may not be making this series based off of the Kenobi book, but it's a high possibility. In the book, they don't even mention Darth Maul. Maybe in the meditations, but I don't remember. If you're reading the book right now, I suggest you come back to this video later because there are going to be some spoilers ahead. For the final battle, which in this case it will be the final episode of the series, Ben Kenobi faces a crate dragon, which we might be seeing as one of the main villains. In the Kenobi series, the Sand People won't be on the vicious monster or killing creature side. In this series, we will see Kenobi communicating with them and gaining allies with them. Of course, Ben's relationship with the Sand People die, as we can see in A New Hope. They don't really like Kenobi. Of course, this could be a new generation of Tusken Raiders, but most likely they just don't recognize Ben. The reason Ben looks so much older than 57 years old in A New Hope is because of the baking Tatooine suns. In the series, as in the book, he will meet a woman named Annalene that she later falls in love with him, helps Ben out, warning him about the sun, telling him that if you're in the environment for too long with no shelter or anything, your face completely changes and no one will recognize you. Of course, we will see many interactions with Qui-Gon Jinn while meditating and also see multiple flashbacks. In one of the meditations, we would see Ben holding out Anakin's lightsaber, giving him many flashbacks of Revenge of the Sith. And he will repeat over and over again to Qui-Gon that he has failed Anakin and how much of a better job Qui-Gon would have done training him. The Sand People he encounters make allies with him will be those of the tribe that Anakin slaughtered in Attack of the Clones. And Ben will realize his mistake, letting Anakin on a mission by himself in Attack of the Clones. This will of course take place right after Order 66, so we will definitely see an appearance of a stormtrooper and possibly even Hayden Christensen himself as either Darth Vader or possibly even just a short scene as Anakin Skywalker from Ben's imagination while meditating. Of course, this will be taking place on Tatooine, but not on Mos Eisley. We will be seeing a smaller town on Tatooine, multiple miles from Ben's hut, but it's where he gets his supplies. This is also where Annalene will be living with her son, Jabe, and her daughter, Kaylee, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Kaylee. And Ben will make his first appearance saving Annalene and her daughter, causing both Annalene and her daughter to fall in love with Ben. At least having a crush on him. Annalene runs a small cantina / supermarket / farm / house where her husband died and ran the place. And her husband's best friend, who is divorced, named Oren, starts falling in love with Annalene, with the whole town known, even Annalene, but she finds no interest in him. Of course, Ben and Annalene will both travel to Mos Eisley, sent by Oren, because he paid for a speeder for her, and Ben just happened to meet up with her while he was riding his horse, and there they encounter a stormtrooper, and at Mos Eisley they will both also encounter Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen holding a baby, and yes, you know the baby, Luke Skywalker. Annalene will greet them while Ben Ben tries to hide, hoping Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen won't compromise Ben as Obi-Wan Kenobi, hero of the Clone Wars, Master Jedi. Meanwhile, Owen is in big trouble with Jabba the Hutt and goes crazy asking to marry Annaline, begging for money, and her daughter, Kaylee, nearly kills Owen, holding a shotgun to his face, threatening him until he leaves their home. Of course, this takes place after Order 66. So, after Order 66, a Jedi named Het returned to Tatooine, which is his home planet, right before Ben arrived and went into hiding as a Tusken Raider. Learn the language and everything. Later in this series, Ben and Het will hopefully meet, reuniting as two retired Jedi. Of course, around the middle, Ben will probably be exposed as Kenobi, but no one really finds out about him being Force-sensitive. Of course, an unexpected villain, Oren, will expose Ben, warning the town that Ben's a Tusken and wants to kill everyone. This of course, isn't true other than the part about negotiating with them to get back Annaline's son, Jabe, so Ben is forced to team up with the Tusken Raiders, with no one else on his side other than Annaline, although she can't do much, and scaring everyone with a loud crate dragon call, as in A New Hope, that Ben used to scare off the Tusken Raiders. He thinks it's part of the plan, and him and Oren encounter the crate dragon alone while fighting each other. With Oren nearly dead from the Tusken Raiders, Ben will be exposed, having to kill the dragon with his lightsaber, yet only exposing himself to Oren. But Oren will later be seen as a crazy man, sent to prison and possibly a slave of Jabba the Hutt. And even if he did tell anyone about Ben, they would think he's crazy. As in A New Hope and in the Kenobi book, Ben is referenced to as Crazy Old Ben, where in the book he is referred to as Crazy Ben. And after the events of the Kenobi series, people will most likely see Oren as Crazy Old Oren or just Crazy Oren. Thanks for watching, guys. I basically just summed up the book with adding some details and extra features of my own that they are most likely going to add in the Kenobi series. So make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.